I got my diagnosis on a Monday at 6 p.m. And by Thursday morning, I was on the operating table. I didn't know what kind of operation I was going to have. I didn't know if I was going to wake up. I didn't even think about if I'd still have my breast. I couldn't think about whether or not I'd have breast when I woke up. It wasn't registering. I couldn't process it. My head was spinning like you wouldn't believe. I was in a daze.
I went to see my doctor, and he advised me to have a mammogram. And he told me that, don't you worry, it's just a cyst. And it's probably like when you have your ovulation. It might be that, and not to worry, but we'll monitor it once a year. You know, he told me everything is fine. I'm only 38.
C'était il y a 3 ans. Je trouvais un petit kyste.
3 years ago, I found a small cyst. So I went to see my GP. And she told me, it's a cyst. It's not a big deal. I was too young. Then this past July, I noticed the same cyst was back. As soon as I got back from vacation, I went to see my doctor. My allergist had become my family doctor because I could never get in to see my actual family doctor. But with the allergist, I could get an appointment right away. When he saw me, he immediately referred me to the Ville-Marie breast clinic. He said it would be much faster.
And it was.
We had to pay for the test, but it was important I be seen as soon as possible. I put it on my credit card.
It's about 6-7 months when I start touching my mammal, and I had a discharge coming out on the left side. I waited like maybe 2-3 months before I told my husband, before I told anyone. That was the biggest mistake I did, because I should have said at first, but I didn't. Maybe there's a lot of women out there doing the same mistake.
My intuition is strong, but I still don't follow it as much as I should. If I'd listened to my intuition, I knew the lump was suspicious. I'd have gone to see someone else. Always get a second opinion. I'm convinced of that now. Always get 2 opinions. If they had found it a little earlier, things might have been simpler.
It was the highest grade of tumor.
The most malignant, grade 3, which is the highest grade, and very aggressive, infiltrating. But if the biopsy would have been right the first time, I would have had only 1 operation, not 2.
In my opinion, the situation is an extremely serious one. Professionals in other fields are subject to disciplinary action. In the medical field, they're allowed to make mistakes.
It's nerve-wracking, wondering what the diagnosis will be, wondering what they'll decide to do, and to what extent it will affect my life. It's not just the operation. I have to live with it afterward.
Danuta.
Based on the results of the MRI and the ultrasound, the cancer in the right breast covers a fairly large area. It's about half the size of the breast in the upper inner and lower inner quadrants. One of the tumors we biopsied is invasive. The other one is non-invasive. In terms of surgery, we'll have to remove all the malignant breast tissue because we can't go after one tumor or multiple tumors by way of a tumorectomy. We have to take it all out to ensure the margins are safe. So on the right, I'm pretty sure you'll need a full mastectomy. The left will depend on the biopsy results. If we find another cancer on the left, I'd strongly recommend you have both breasts removed. If we do a total mastectomy, we can avoid radiation therapy.
And chemo?
Whether or not we do a total mastectomy doesn't change anything. It won't affect our decision about chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is a systemic treatment that prevents the formation of metastases elsewhere in the body. We'll take good care of you.
I don't want to live like that. I'm a woman.
It'll be fine.
Je suis pas assez forte.
I'm not strong enough. I know myself. I've been through quite a lot in my life. I know my limits. People always say you're stronger than you think, but I don't think I am. Both of us need to stay strong, right? Without him, I don't know what I would have done. My parents don't live here, so I don't have anyone else but him.